Hey everybody, this is Mike at Guitar One. I'm here with Slipknot in New York City at the Roseland Ballroom on the Jägermeister Music Tour. They're going to give us a tour of their guitar rigs today.
The knucklehead reverbs, using the 6L6 ones. They also make EL34s, which are great. We've got a GCX unit that I'm using, MIDI with the heads. In the GCX, I've got, you can program the GCX to hit pedals, you know, in whatever sequence you want, whatever configuration. The only thing that's not cool about it is you can't get down and play with the knobs on the pedals, you know, like you could with the pedal board, but I'm going to figure out a way that I can do that. But I'm running Hyperphase, Digitech, and a synth wah from Digitech, really cool pedals. I've got a Jimi Hendrix Octave Fuzz, which is a really cool pedal. Got to have the Electro-Harmonic Small Stone. You know, I'm running a couple of different phase settings, so I've got a couple of different phases in there. Got a Max on OD9 overdrive for a little bit of boost on leads. We're doing a couple leads now, so using that. And then I've got a Max on filter pedal, which is really cool, just for, you know, different kinds of weird noises and things. I use that in Sick, you know, song Sick. Powering it all with the Voodoo Labs pedal power. It's real quiet, you know, good unit to use for it all. But eventually I'm going to add another tier to this rack, so I can have, you know, so I can add some more effects into the loop, so I can get some more things going. And the cool thing about it too is you can program each effect you can assign to, you know, a clean channel, and then you can assign a patch to that, you know, so I can have different lead tones or different rhythm tones or different clean tones. It's really cool. This is the brain unit for it. Here's my Crybaby custom shop wah rack mount, the Whirlwind multi-selector, which is an excellent thing for wireless, for click guitar switches and things like that. I've got a Shure UHF wireless, but I'm switching that out soon to the Audio Technica one. Furman power selector, and of course the Korg tuner. I'm running an ISO cab off one of the heads with a vintage 30 in it, and I've got two Rivera 412 cabinets. That's basically the gist of my rig. The main guitars I'm using are the Fender Flatheads, they're custom shop model. Hardtail, EMG 81, EMG 60. I'm running 2 volume knobs so that I can, you know, do a cut. Ebony fretboard, you know, regular Fender, you know, everything Fender makes is great, so I use their tuners and everything.
Yeah, basically my rig's very simple. I run 2 Rivera knucklehead reverbs with EL34 power tubes, one head into 2 Rivera 412 cabinets loaded with G12T 75 Celestion speakers. The other head, which is the same settings, runs into a single 12 Randall ISO cab, where I use a Carvin BR100 speaker. 2 Audio Technica microphones in there, similar to Jim's. Obviously, power distribution. My new AT wireless that I just started using. My Sony wireless that I've been on for the last few years. Gotta have a backup, be able to switch in case something goes down. Whirlwind switcher, obviously, get onto a different channel. You know, I can hit my cord, I can hit different wireless, whatever the f you need right there. That's the way you gotta do it, that way you're not fumbling with cables and trying to patch it in. Bob Bradshaw built me a couple of custom 4x4 switchers to switch my old VHT pit bulls. Don't quite need as much as the VHTs did with the Rivera, since they are MIDI heads also. They switch via MIDI, but I still have the 4 loops, so I'm using the loops. I've got the Bradshaw switcher. Just running a couple pedals. My Electro-Harmonix bass balls, which everything's taped down because it's so finicky. You bump the mother, and you don't even realize that it's moved, and everything's.
I thought maybe we weren't allowed to touch the knobs.
Don't touch the knobs. No, it's just, it is where it is. It's, if you move it a little bit, it's blown out. But I use that like a disaster piece, the intro of that. Jimi Hendrix Octave Fuzz, the Dunlop, which I used in the beginning of Duality, and patched it in a couple other spots too. It's on the record a few times. Boss Super Overdrive for now, to boost leads when I in fact have them. You know, some spots for text, just make it cut a little more. You want that saturation. Right. Ibanez will be sending me a couple tube screamers too, which I'll get patched in here.
Are you getting the new the reissues of the TS-808 or whatever?
The real ones.
The real
ones.
ones.
Yeah. They're gonna send me a couple of those. Boss GX700s, an older Boss processor they don't make anymore, but it has a humanizer effect in it that I use in Spit It Out. It has a pitch shifter, an auto wah, which I use in surfacing. But it's like I absolutely have to have these units in order to play Spit It Out properly.
Yeah.
I mean, I wrote that sound in like 95, 96. I don't remember how I wrote it. So I have to MIDI dump these into other, like every time I find one used at a shop, I have to buy it. Mm-hmm. And then I MIDI dump in there, so it's got my info. I should probably sit down with a pad of paper and go through every parameter and write everything down as it just in case. But yeah, I would be
Alright, that's good.
It's sworn enemy when they're line check.
2, 8, 1, 2, check.
one of my new guitars. I had BC Rich do a bitch for me. Like my Black Warlock, you know, black binding, widow headstock, 24 frets, mahogany neck through. But I had him do a carved arch top for me, strings through body. Pretty happy with the way it turned out. The key to not f***ing up your transmitters, see, is unlubricated condoms. Just don't let your girlfriend find them in your work box drawer. She'll think you're banging groupies.
I still have it at regular.
There you go.
And it still sounds.
Hey, don't show that. I don't have a deal with them. Now they're not going to kick down free. You never play your cards too soon.
Hold on, try that again.
That's what happens when you're my guitar. That's actually paint. That way you can't see that it's missing. And you also don't want to be my headstocks. It's a rough show. Yeah, the day that this blasted off, clown threw a pipe at me. Big metal pipe he hits his keg with. It blew that off and those fret ends were sticking out, and I went up to play and lashed my hand wide open. And so then I had blood all sticky on my strings. As soon as it started to dry, it was sticky. Yeah. Right, another day at the office.